thank you, John, to join me today for the first interviews I'm going to conduct with all the speakers for this year's Legend Conference, which is happening on the 13th and 14th of April. So get your tickets now while you can. And so John Wadsworth is an amazing astrologer. He created a book, a very good, well-selling book called Your Zodiac Soul, and he's a good friend of mine. I've done an astrology, a couple of astrology courses with him, and learned a lot from him. So I'm very excited that John is at our conference, and so we're going to hear a little bit about John, what makes him tick, and what his talk's about. So over to you, John.
Great.
Tell our viewers a little bit about yourself.
Thanks for the intro. I'm an astrologer, right? I've been doing it for about 30 years. I run a school, the Kairos School of Astrology, which I've been running for about 15 years. I'm an author, I'm a teacher, and obviously I see clients, one-to-one. Been doing that since my early 20s. I got into this really young. I was 21 when it hit me, and when I got woken up to it. Got kind of blasted by a kind of vision from the sky. It's like, oh my God, this is what I'm supposed to do. To change my whole life to do this thing that nobody understands. So
I mean, what I love about your style of astrology, which I think a lot of people around here and all over the world do, is that your more mythical connection to it. You use a lot of the myths and legends to describe the stars, and I guess that's quite an element that goes way back, but we've kind of lost in many ways, and you're bringing that back to consciousness.
Astrology is so deeply wedded with ancient mythology and the stories of the gods and goddesses and the heroes and all of that, and so for me the best way of learning astrology is really by engaging with the myths and also the archetypes, right? So I work a lot with the archetypes because these stories, these archetypes, they live in us. They live in the psyche. They all the different, all our different ways of being, all our urges and drives and desires and ambitions and hopes. They all kind of live in us as different archetypes, which are kind of animated through the myths and that's I want to talk about that actually in the talk, but I want to go, I want to look, and increasingly my work is about looking to the center of the zodiac, to the center of the wheel. And when you look at a birth chart, there's all these signs around the outside, and then you've got the planets like where they are in the zodiac signs, which is where they are in the sky. But then you got this place in the middle, center in the middle, and I'm really interested in that because there's something about how we occupy that central space. That's like that axis mundi within ourselves, that central pole. And there's a dragon wrapped around that central pole in the sky, right? Around the center of the ecliptic. That's not the same as the pole star. That's different. That's the center of the equator, celestial equator. But there's a pole at the center of the zodiac, which is up in the northern stars, but it's got a dragon, Draco, wrapped around it. And I think that is a key that we're missing, that the ancients knew all about, and the prevailing symbolism of dragons and serpents that go through all of our mythology. Classically in the Garden of Eden with the serpent there, but in so many myths, so many stories, the dragon seems to permeate almost every culture. Fascinates me what it's about, because for me it's in the land, it's in the body, it's the umbilical cord that links us back to our mother, right? It's it's what links us back to the source. And so it's also at the center of the sky. So it's like the center. It's in the earth, in the energy lines of the earth. It's in ourselves and it's in the sky. And it's like something about how we make that alignment. That really interests me a lot. And I mean, there's more than one serpent in the sky, and I'm going to talk about the different serpents. There's also a serpent that lives at the you know, the Milky Way is another serpent, and the center of the Milky Way is another place. So I'm going to open this up, but I really want to, you know, in a way, I'm sort of suggesting that the dragon is the true 13th sign, the forgotten one in the middle. It's actually occupying that central place that's involved in all the 12, you know. Anyway, I won't say too much more about it.
No. So
that's what I'm going to go into. Yeah.
So your talk is called the dragon at the center of the Zodiac. That's what your talk title is about. So if that interests you, everybody, then do get on the website, see the link below, and buy your tickets. You can come for the whole thing. There's some great speakers. We've got Maria Wheatley. We've got Jamie Arthur Pickup, Peter Knight and Sue Wallace, Sandy Adams, Yuri Leach, Adam Stout, and our lovely mayor of many times, John Cousins. So or you can watch live all over the world. We're going to have a live streaming going on in the world. So get on the website, and it's the 13th and 14th of April. You can come and listen to this amazing talk, and you can get the talks. You can attend each of the talks separately as well. So you don't have to come for the whole thing, or buy a day as well if you want. So come and enjoy the Legend Conference and meet John and many other inspirational speakers. Thank you very much. Thank you, John, for your time.
Thanks, Tor.